10 years later, you have huge fame, huge success, huge money, but you've also become huge targets. So, was it worth it?
I think the fact that we get to work together as a family and be together every day, and we've had this amazing ride and with so many blessings that I think we're really happy with where we're at right now.
Actually, I would say it is, because even my worst experiences, I feel like, have taught me so much that I don't think if I was doing what I would be doing now, I would have met my husband, I wouldn't have my babies. We've traveled the world. I don't think we ever would have been to the places that we've been to, and that's such a blessing.
Fame, Kardashian style, isn't all selfies and fun. It can be exhausting and even dangerous.
I think people forget a lot of the time that it's not only when we're on the show that we're being followed or whatever. It's every point in our lives, and every second of the day is like always a thing.
And if you're trying to do something secretive, it's like sometimes we go to such measures, but then you also have to live your life. Like, we want to go
have fun and do things
to, like,
and
the mall or like the movies or Target.
You go to the mall?
I haven't been to a mall.
You don't go to the mall.
I haven't been to a mall.
The last time Kim and I went to a mall together, she was in Dubai, and I think a couple 100,000 people showed up. Literally.
That was wild.
Putting aside the security scare you had, do you remember the first moment that it dawned on you that you could be unsafe as a result of your fame?
I never really felt unsafe. I always felt like I lived in a bubble. I had security, I live in a gated community. I felt like I was safe, and that was such an eye-opener for me, that just life has to change.
Life has, in fact, changed for the whole family, whose brand keeps growing. Kim and Kylie now have their own beauty line.
Kylie, I think you've just launched an empire.
Still, there are detractors. Women will say the Kardashians are evil because my kid is looking at pictures of them and is being driven towards superficial goals that are unattainable. I've said publicly before, I want to ask you that question. Are you a force for good or a force for evil?
I think we've honestly, through our show, we've shown so much more positive things. And the amounts of feedback we get, even from, Kendall and Kylie's dad transitioning and people not knowing how to handle that and how to deal with that. They only want to focus on, oh, they're superficial, oh, they're wearing makeup, oh, they're this.
And I think that that's a very small percentage. I mean, the girls have hundreds of millions of followers, hundreds of millions. And like Kylie, for example, she employs 500 or 600 people on her team. She's 19 years old.
My little sister has an insane business, and anyone who says they don't want their kid to be like that and have an insane business at 19 and literally be so successful is insane to me.
The people who don't love it say, my daughter doesn't look like a Kardashian. And she feels pressured to be perfect and to look like they look.
None of us are perfect.
I grew up with sisters that everybody else was comparing me to, but I had such an amazing core base that I never felt less than. And if anyone is comparing themselves to somebody else, that's your responsibility at home to teach them what core values are and to be a good person from within.
If it all went away tomorrow, all the hard work you've put into this, the money and the success and everything that you have, what would you do?
Well, we definitely would figure it out as a family. And I think that it's going to come to an end sooner or later. It's something that we've enjoyed doing together as a family for so long, and it's been such a blessing that I think we would have the best home movies ever of life and have some really amazing memories.
So you heard Kris and Kendall remark on how successful Kylie was at 19. Well, she has now turned 20, and her business is on track to be worth $1 billion in the next few years.
With a B?
Billion. She was right. She did launch an empire. Kris was right.
Yeah. They seem like really tight sisters, though.
The dynamic between them was really charming. They obviously love each other a lot. They were, grooming each other. They were complimentary of each other, really complimentary of each other, but joking. I mean, the one thing I took away was it's a lovely family, and I think this whole experience has only brought them closer.
I like how she said they have good home movies.
Excellent production values.
Of every minute of their lives,
Exactly.
no question.
Thank you, Megan.